Very cool. Okay, there we go. Good stuff. Hello, everybody. Welcome to the stream. How's your day? My day has been good so far. Pretty good. Why is my brush size so big? That's too small. There we go. All right. Let's see. Gotta pull up some reference for this. Maybe that guy was texting. There's that reference, and now for this other one. Alrighty, I do believe I have the references that I need here on standby. Whoops, that's not what I meant to do at all. Okay. Plastic Turtle Studios, hi, welcome. Okay, so let's start by sketching things out a little bit. Let's get the floor of the room. Actually. A table here. I should do this on another layer now that I have. Let's just do the outline of the room first. There we go. Floor. And then new layer. Turn down the opacity on that and make a different color. We'll do it's a nice color. But not really the best for sketching. So we'll do a green. No, blue. There we go. Blue works. Okay, so if that's the wall, then the back legs would be around there, and the front legs would be around there. With this supposed table. And then yeah. And do the same thing on this side. Connect the two like that. There we go. Sam Studios, welcome my mans. What's the thumbnail about? Decided to finally sit down and draw a thumbnail that I can use universally for all of my art streams. Whether that be drawing thumbnails or character designs or whatever. So that's what I'm working on right now. So now we got the window, some tables. Yeah, I'd rather have paper, even though I don't use paper to draw. I feel like I just like the vibe of paper more. Right here. And I kind of want the paper to look a bit more like parchment. There we go. Now we have all of our sketch layers except for one, which I will add, and this one will actually be black. Be the one with Elite on it. Sam Studios. This reminds me of Gilded Guy intro. Mother Muffin just outed my reference image. That's crazy. The goat. What is my tablet doing? It's freaking out. Let's put a hand here. Let's actually change up his pose a little. Just the head without the neck. Rotate that a little bit. A week until summer break. Let's go. Oh yeah. C. Okay, so let's start with the pencil first. Pencil first, and pencil can be freaking blue. That's not blue, that's still black. Blue. Blue. Pencil. And then we need okay, where's the pencil that I can hold? That's what we'll have to do. So, okay, pencil, 3 fingers underneath it. This is gonna be horrible. This is gonna be really, really bad. Let's just because there's a hole here for that to go in. Wondering, have anybody drawn with a mouse before? I've drawn with a mouse before, a long time ago. And then I never touched it afterwards. Because it was torture. I'm gonna be real. It was torture. This hand looks horrible, but you know what? This is the sketch, so it's fine. We'll just go with it. We will just go with it right now. Yeah. Sketch is good. Let's now work on actually drawing this. So, let's see. Let's get rid of all of this, and let's work on just the wall first. Hello, Wolf. Welcome to the stream, my man. Okay. There's the floor. Really quickly, I am going to brick. Okay, obviously this is not the right brush for that. Let's do this. Just really quickly change the color. There we go. Turn off alpha lock. And then let's now do the walls. Which are currently a dark gray color. It's not the right color. It needs to be a little lighter than that. And we've done that. Let's do the tables. Hey, Swag Dotto, welcome to the stream, my man. How's it going? Good, you? I'm doing good. Just doing some relaxing and drawing. Was this thumbnail for? A universal thumbnail for all of my art streams is the hope. It is indeed Procreate, yeah. Zuri, hello, welcome. Welcome to the stream. Okay. Lucky, is it worth the price? I'd say it's worth the price for sure, yeah. I mean, it's an awesome program. If you say lava, I'll sub. Lava? As in molten rock? Is that the lava you mean? There you go, I just said it 3 times, I think. Let's see what looks good, actually. I do need to add like a little bit of a gray here. So thank you very much. I appreciate it, my man. Okay, now with that's done. Let's work on this table, which will be a bit darker of a brown. Do you use WooAcry to sell merch? I've never heard of that. Let me look that up really quick. I use Teezer. Teezr. Which is a company that I found a while ago that promises a no AI like policy, so they double check to make sure you don't use AI on any of your products, which is very nice. And eventually they are gonna do stickers and prints and posters and stuff that you can sell. I don't know quite when that's gonna come out, but I know they're working on it. And then they also, if you get big enough and you ask, they'll actually do a limited plushie launch for you. Which is very cool. Legend, I think, would be good. Smudging to make it blend these in. Does Teezer allow you to just customize templates and sell? They just basically you just upload your own artwork and then you position it where on the clothing you want it, and then they print it off and ship it off to people who buy it. So I'm not sure if there's like templates you can use or not, but I haven't dug into that bit all that much. You do. You get a cut. They take a cut for the like shipping and for the actual hoodie or shirt or whatever you do, and then after that you get all the money after that. I'm gonna try to sell merch. Do it. I would love to see that. And I will definitely buy one. Okay, so now we're gonna do. Would I buy a shirt? I'd totally buy a shirt, dude. Once I have money I can spend on buying merch and supporting people, I'll do it. Speaking of which, I recently I acknowledged somebody in like I don't know, freaking 5 streams ago. I don't freaking remember. Anyways, they wanted me to freaking they were asking about me commissioning art, and I was like, that would be dope, but I don't have any money. And they were just like, oh, I'll just show you some stuff that I've done previously. just to show you what I'm capable of. And I was like, oh, okay, I'll take a look. Again, I don't have money. I can't buy anything off of you right at this time, but you know, I'll take a look. And then they sent me stuff, and then they were like, so, will you buy a shirt or buy a commission or whatever? I was like, I'd love to. I can't right now. I told you that. And then they got really upset. And then I don't know what happened, but I had, within 2 weeks, I had like 4 other people try to contact me through Discord to get commissions. And when I politely declined, they got really upset. I was like, what is happening? What did I do wrong? I'm sorry. I didn't mean it. I told you from the beginning I couldn't do this. It was really goofy. Frick. What do I do to decorate this freaking... What do I do to decorate this wall? Same, I don't really have money. Like, my family is too busy for me to get an actual job this summer. But I got at least one week paid. That is good to hear, though. At least it's something. That is a bummer, though. Having some spendable income is a nice thing to do, or to have. Impasta Sus, welcome. What's up, my mans? Okay. Seriously though, what do I do to get this wall not looking so blank? What do I have around my desk that I can draw? A shelf with all my collectibles. That's what we're doing. Shelf with the collectibles. Shelf with the collectibles. Where do you make the shirt? In Teaser, they have a thing where you have to, like, go through a process so that they can make sure you're not a bot or an AR artist in air quotes, I say. Where you have to either, I think you show them your social media so that they can verify you're an actual person. Like the social media you post stuff on. But I'd have to actually, it's been like almost half a year, maybe even more, since I did that process, so I don't actually remember how it went, really. Hold on. I can't post a link in chat, can I? Frick. Vasa, what you been asking? I suggest one of my OCs be added to at least one of your 3D animations. Yeah, if you want to send me an image of your OC, I could definitely, try to make a custom figure for him and use him as a background character. Let's see. Teaser. Okay, the frick is this, bro? What did I... Why did a weird-ass hairbrush just come up when I searched teaser, bro? Get this out of here. There we go, teaser. When you're in the teaser, like, homepage, I think you have to press on the I am an artist button, and then hit sign up, and you should be able to sign up and make an account. Oh, I didn't want to open UOpera GX. But, you know, this works, I guess. Get out of here, Opera GX. I could definitely, I also recognize this OC. I'm pretty sure I've looked at your OC a while ago. I feel like. But yeah, I could definitely give it a shot. I'm not sure if I could do the tail. That might be a little hard to do with a figure. But, I'd have to either model or find a custom head. But I think I could probably do it. And the shirt might just be a shirt with no heart in the middle, just because sewing is a pain in the ass. I'm still learning how to do that. I'm not good enough to embroider things yet. Anyways. Also, a turtle, hello, welcome. Alright. So we've got the shelf. We'll work on all the little figurines later. Let's work on Elite now, I think. Or let's work on the little parchment paper real quickly. So what's a good parchment paper color? Is this a good? Yeah, that's a good paper color. How long till you start turning my OC into a 3D figure? Unknown. I can't really tell you, because I am currently working on, let's see, John, Butcher, the Emperor. 1, 2, 3. I'm working on some characters for the Shattered Isles that I still need to turn into figures. And I need a ton of background figures that are just blank background figures that I need to print off. But I may make him as a background figure and put him in, I don't know, like maybe a background figure in the Shattered Isles. Heck, who knows? I probably also, I feel like since I do want to diversify the amount, like what background characters look like, I was thinking of making a post and having people either design OCs or give me some OCs that they would like to see as background characters in the Shattered Isles. Just because I feel like that would be fun. A little fun community thing to do. Turtle, by the way, as you can probably tell, I'm new because my regular streamers have abandoned me and I'm trying to find another one to fill my time with. Oh, damn. Rest in peace. I'm so sorry. I was hit with 3 unskippable ads and I had to refresh 5 times. Damn, dude. YouTube, what the frick? Why are you hitting my viewers with so many ads? I can't really complain because I make money off of said ads, but you know, why are you doing this? Why would you do this to me? We're trying to have a chill stream, YouTube. You're ruining this. Yeah, I don't think I can actually change the ad amount, unfortunately. I wish I could. Can I? Oh, there we go. Let's switch that frequency of ads to low. There we go. Hopefully that makes it so you guys don't get bombarded with ads as much. I can't say it will because I don't know what YouTube wants to do, but I've done all I can do in the settings. Alright, let's alpha lock this and get like a bit of brown. That color, and then go textures. There we go. Alrighty, so we've got that. Let's work on the outside bit a little bit. Oh, dude, YouTube on TV is the worst. That's not the right brush. Whoops. Let's get a nice. Why is that? That's not supposed to be how it is. There we go. I get stupid ads, bro. YouTube, I put it on low, bro. What is this? Stop it. Stop with the ads. Okay. Okay, let's draw a lead in now. Hope I heard you say Alita as in Transformers. That's hilarious. What's that? So erase this and let's make sure to erase that bit of the pencil. Let's now color lead in. ISM Studios. Thank you for joining the stream, my mans. Hope to see you later. Dark Galaxy, welcome, my mans. How you doing? See you later, Cordia. Thank you for joining the stream. Oh, my bad. I misread the message. I feel like this finger needs to go in front of the pencil a bit more. So I'm gonna actually do like this. This. Get that. And then the pencil will go here. We erase a little bit more. There we go. Let's make a clipping mask. And then not that. face. There we go. Also, I'm thinking of disassembling Elite, the actual stop motion figure for Elite, and repainting it so that he actually matches this color scheme a bit more accurately. Because the gray that he has is actually quite dark. It's not as it needs to be a little lighter for the actual figure. I've just been putting it off all this time, but I think I'm gonna actually go ahead and do that soon. Now we do the eyes. Well, alrighty. Now, here we go. Dipping mask. And we're going to choose a nice, like, orange color. And we're going to go ahead and draw that just like this. take this, add, decrease that to about 30. And we duplicate this, and we clipping mask it to the line art. Yo, reading the Lord of the Rings trilogy? And The Hobbit? Hell yeah. Now, we do the exact same thing, but with a nice, like, deep purple. Even deeper of a purple, honestly, quite frankly. Even deeper of a purple. happens if I make this into a multiply instead of a... Oh, no. Add is definitely better. Multiply is for shading, for sure. Add is for lighting. Alright, now let's add some shading to the pencil as well. Oh wait, those aren't supposed to be on the same layer. Well, whoops. Let's hit multiply. It's also... Yeah, that's also... There we go. And, well, there we go. Let's turn that off. Let's turn that off. What's your favorite food that has an emoji form? Spaghetti. Immediately. just gonna do this. Like the lighting looks so delicate and nice. Thank you. Yo, Alfredo, dude, that's so good. Any pasta is just the bomb, honestly. I'll get rid of this orange and go with an airbrush. Go to this orange and kind of feather the edges up. Feather the edge up. Just so that it's not like a really horrible. Okay, so now let's see. I guess the next thing to do is just flesh out the background, eh? I mean, I could. I'm gonna try this actually. If I alpha lock this and I get this dark purple. And I do my line art. Make the purple even darker. Do I like that? I do like that. That's what we're gonna do. We're gonna make the line art in this purple. Let's also add, above this, let's add some purple. Let's just add some purple. And then take that purple. Make it into an actual purpley color, and then this one, let's so that doesn't conflict. There we go. Okay. Now we can work on the figures in the back. So the first one we'll do is my little Try to guess these characters as I draw. That's what I'm gonna do. Let's see if I'm actually good at drawing these things and you guys can guess them. Six. Close with the 8. It is a number. But yeah, this is 6 from Little Nightmares. 1 and 2. These don't have to be that detailed at all. I'm just gonna kind of YOLO this. You know, mono means alone. Technically, it means one, which I mean is also alone, but I think it's, what is it? It's not French for alone. I just know it means one in some language. It's also a play on monotone for TVs. Pretty sure. I don't know what language it is for that it's one, but that head needs to be bigger to match with 6s. There we go. Okay, what other figurines do I have? Ah, yes, that one. Let's see. Do the head. Hollow Knight, it is indeed the Hollow Knight. Well, not technically the Hollow Knight, but it is the main character from Hollow Knight. Okay, and let's see, what else do I got? Yeah, I can't forget my boy. Hold on. My boy. First we draw the feet. Then orange. Let's use him as a reference. Okay. He's got basically just a little shape like that. Well, whatever shape that is, that's what he is. Hey, Waddle Dee is correct. Damn, didn't even need me to draw the face. Do it just from the feet. I was wondering if somebody would get it from the feet. Their face, they're freaking little stubby yellow stubs, dude. Adorable. Okay, now for kind of this color. We do like that, and then that. What the frick? There we go. And then we do, it's basically the same color as the skin for the blush, just a little bit more red, so we'll do that. And then we'll real quickly do the eyes, which are just basically black little ovals. And then to make it look like he's not staring into our soul, we add a little bit of white. Still kind of looks like he's staring into the soul, but you know, cuter now. Here we go. I could make it bandana-y, but I don't actually, I do store him with his bandana on. It just fell off. Where is it? There it is. There's this bandana. Put that back on you. Alright, let's get you your blue bandana, my mans. I really wish I had the Kirby freaking collectible that this bandana-D's, like from the company that this bandana-D comes from. They're only pre-orders. You can only pre-order them when they become available, and they only do like a relaunch every few years, and I never can remember to check whenever they are doing one. Yeah, Nendroid. That's the one. Let's move all of you a little. Give you all a little bit more space between each other so that I don't have to fill this shelf all the way up with collectibles. What's next? I could do... I have plenty of Transformer figures. I could add my freaking Daredevil helmet that I own. Absolutely one of my favorite freaking TV shows, bro. Daredevil is dope. Absolute cinema. I'm not gonna make that helmet very detailed. I'm just gonna put it there, just to take up space on the shelf. Not gonna bother drawing anything behind Elite's head. Might as well. Let's add the Kakashi that my sister got me. That is a very light blue, but it's a dark blue, so you know what? Let's go even darker so that it actually looks a little more like Kakashi, maybe. This thing for reference. And then we need the green, which is more like that color. What song is currently playing? Let me check. It is Halo Lo-Fi version by Bits and Hits on Spotify. No problemo. That is very white, even though it's skin toned, but whatever, it's fine. Maybe I'll go a little bit darker. Yeah, there we go. That works. Sometimes you gotta take creative liberties. Even though technically he's got too dark of skin that I'm drawing, because the lighting, it needs to be a little bit darker to look normal. So we do that. Same with this. We're gonna need a little bit darker, a little bit of a darker gray, maybe even a little bit of a darker gray, and then like this dark of a gray to get his hair. Now we go. And let's go all the way down to 1 pixel. There we go. let's add... We'll add one last thing, and that one last thing will be the TARDIS, which I have a giant TARDIS lamp on my desk, but we're just gonna draw the normal TARDIS without the lamp part. There we go. Okay. Cool. Well. Ah, my back, dude. The frick. I think that looks pretty good. Now we're going to make a layer right here. Delete that layer. We're gonna make this layer. We're gonna name this layer. We're gonna rename to thumbnail dependent. Then I can just, for whatever stream I'm doing, I can just whip up something like real quick down here, and it can be a real rough sketch or something, and it will make sense for like for this one. I can also flip it upside down to help I can just make it a little do that. Add add some squiggles here and there. And there we go. And then I can just change this one layer for whatever thumbnail I need when drawing. When doing a drawing stream. For other streams, I'll have to come up with other different types of thumbnails, but there we go. I'm pretty happy with that. That looks pretty good. And I've also been drawing for like over 2 hours straight, and my back is screaming at me, saying, bro, you're gonna turn into a literal shrimp if you don't get up and do something. Well, so there we go. Alrighty. I think that'll probably be it. So, thank you all so much for joining me and for talking and chatting and hanging out. And I will talk to you all later. I hope you all having a wonderful day or night, depending on where you are and where you are and what time zone you are in. And yeah, there we go. All right, bye-bye.